Hello. So first things first, I have changed my microphone preset from the FM radio to, I believe this is now low voice loud. Yes, cat. Open it up and double check to see that that is what it was. It was FM radio and I swapped it to, let me open it up. Yeah, we are on low voice loud right now. I have other presets. I have AM broadcaster 1 and 2, high voice loud, high voice soft, low voice loud, and low voice soft. Broadcaster 1 and 2 didn't sound too different from me in my head. So let's just try those. I have to pop my ear. So I still have my ear infection. Ooh, there we go. Hang on, the microphone's like within eyeball sight. It looks really weird. So I still have my ear infection, which means I cannot quite be wearing my headset. So you guys are just gonna have to deal with my voice being in a weird spot. So I went around adventuring a bit the other day, and one of the things that I saw was Summer Island has a quest line for one of the cactus. I was gonna say cactuar. One of the cactus guys, they're sentient, and one is called something, like its species, lone survivor of the Tenochtitlan talk. Tenochtitlan, South American word that I can't pronounce. It doesn't even look. I was gonna say Incan or Aztec. It looks more Aztec, I think. I'm not super familiar with those language designs. But anyway, I was doing my dailies. I was running around doing a little bit of stuff off stream to try and get my percentage in that area up. I think I got it to 71 or 72%. Let me double check here because I don't remember. 74 is what we're at now, which isn't too bad. I was able to get a bunch of mini games done. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and do a couple of quest lines too, because I wasn't going to, but one of the map areas had a quest line that like you cannot enter if you don't have access to the if you don't have access to the quest marker, will seem to let you go down into this underground area, and that's where the next chest marking was down into there. And I'm like, okay, well, it seems to be locked by a quest. The dude won't let me go down there, so let me just do the next. That's not that bad one, actually. Let me just do the next quest marker that's in the area, right? Let's just get it over with and done. And so I did. I don't know if this is the quest that unlocks that area, but it was a quest. I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting. Wasn't super paying attention until they were talking about like, oh yeah, this is part of the Marriage of Ari and stuff, and like this whole new map area is the Marriage of Ari. And I'm like, excuse me, what? There's lore, there's story here. What's going on? Excuse me, what? Because I remember we had Citlali's the event with Citlali. Bye, Auron. Sorry. And I forget his name. It was a dude who was trying to do something, and he ended up like have his soul was lost in the realm of spirits, and we had to use Citlali's powers and magic to go ahead and like find him because his soul was lost type thing. And like it was interesting. It was interesting. I was more interested because it was attached to the Marriage of Ari itself storyline. And so this quest line had that guy, and I didn't quite recognize his name at first. I'm like, this seems kind of familiar, but I don't quite remember it. Type thing. And then some way into the quest, some distance into the quest, a couple of, markers here and there, Citlali appears, and she's like, oh yeah, we're talking about the marriage of Ari and stuff, and I'm like, oh, so this place is supposed to be considered the marriage of Ari, and they just for some reason are considering it part of Summerland, and they've decorated it. That's kind of stupid and lame, but whatever. So I was interested. And then she started talking about how like some dude had run into Kanish, and he had been able to escape from Kanish's sight lines. And I'm like, okay, so that probably is Enjo. And then of course, Paimon and our main character are actually intelligent for once. And they confirmed that, oh yes, they're talking about Enjo going by an alias at the time. And we're like, we're not even sure if Enjo's his actual name. She's like, okay, so we're dealing with an idiot from the Abyss. Got it. And I'm like, okay. So I am curious. I'm interested in what's going on. But I had other things that I wanted to get done. So I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and take it on pause. And that was on Sunday. And then on Monday, where the hell's the Adventurers Guild? And then on Monday, I was going to stream. So first of all, I have to change the schedule on Twitch. But first of all, for the rest of the year, we're just going to drop... Hello?
The Wild Hunt Assault on Star Sand Shoal, you mean?
Monday streams. Because I am having a really hard time making Monday streams happen. It's much easier for me to just stream on Tuesdays. I don't quite know why, if it's just like my energy levels throughout the week or what. So we're just going to go ahead and just stream on Tuesdays is our dedicated day. I think it's good to do like a Saturday or a Sunday stream and then stream on Tuesday, like have a Monday break in between. I'm not quite sure. We'll see how we go, because the last couple of months have just been chaos with all of the driving and other chores and stuff that I had to do. And I still have like a couple of things to do later this month. So I have something, October, because we're not quite in October yet, starting in October. So October 6th, where's my phone? So tomorrow I have an appointment on October 1st that I have to take care of. But then the afternoon I'm free. And then I have nothing really kind of to do until the 5th. I was thinking of going to an Oktoberfest a couple of hours away, because I haven't ever really been to an Oktoberfest. Maybe I was when I was super little. So I'm going to go see what an Oktoberfest is like. And if I don't like it, that's fine, because it's at a creamery, which means they're going to have cheese and ice cream. So I'm just going to buy some delicious cheese while I'm there. If there's nothing else that I want to do, but I want to get dressed, go and witness it kind of thing, because I haven't seen one before. On the 6th, I have something to do, and then on the 7th, I'm going to have my Pokemon Club in downtown, and here's hoping somebody shows up. It's really hard because we don't have our regular location, and hopefully we get our location in December, but who knows. So I have that on Tuesday, the 7th. And so afterwards, I can stream whenever I come back from that. Yeah, I've actually been having an interesting sleeping schedule too, where I'm getting sleepy at like at anywhere between midnight and 1. So I'm like winding down and going to bed at 1. Even if I'm not like falling asleep at 1, I'm basically in bed and ready to like listen to 1 or 2 YouTube videos and then fall asleep by 2. So I think last night I stayed up until 2:30 or so listening to a couple of YouTube videos, but yeah. But then the whole rest of the month is basically free aside from the 7th. And then I have a show to do on the 24th and 25th. I have to prep for that on the 23rd with setup and tear down and stuff. And the last show that I did 2 weekends ago, now I think the setup actually went pretty okay with the new wood displays. And there's maybe a plush or 2 that I want to make. I don't want to burn myself out making a bunch of plushies that may or may not sell. So I'm going to really think about like what ones do I want to make, just because I enjoy the patterns and I enjoy the finished product, and have that available for sale. So like I know I'm short of whales right now, so I think I'm going to make a couple of little whales. There's a bunny or 2 that I want to make, so I'm just going to like, I still haven't finished the giraffe, and then there's the pelican pattern that I want to do. So like I want to do the ones that I want to do first before I do like the work merchandise type ones. And then on the side burner, I need to go and get the template for, well, first I need to measure. So let me back up. My novel, I want to make a special edition hardcover for myself and then have one on my table to sell just in case maybe somebody wants it. But I want to have chapters 1 to 100 for myself in a hardcover book. I know the book size that I want, I don't know its measurements. So if I pick up the hardcover of like Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, because I don't have that hardcover, but I have basically all the rest of them are hardcovers. If I pick up that hardcover and I measure it, I think it's a 6x9. I need to measure it so that I have its measurements so that I can get the template so that I can take the template and then take my files, copy paste them into there and then do all the formatting and stuff. So I need to measure and then double check and just like it's a little bit of work that I have to do. I don't really want to do it right now. So, but I know the steps that I need to take. So like one thing that's really important whenever you're doing projects and stuff is like writing out the steps in the most bare minimum way possible so that you have an action plan to follow, kind of thing. So I know what I want to do with that, and that I don't have a firm deadline for myself for that to get done. I kind of want it done by Christmas, just as like a soft deadline, just so like I have it done this year type thing. So I have that to do on the side, and for today, I have either a manga to read or an audiobook. I really want to finish the audiobook. I only have, I think, 3 hours left of it. I picked up the Haunted Mansion and I read a little bit of it earlier. I think it was last year or so. And there, I remember talking about it before on stream. And there was a section where like a girl has a hamster or something, and it sounds like she's eaten alive by the pets. And so I just kind of like skipped most of that story. I listened to a little bit here and there, but as it was going, I'm like, no, I don't really need to hear that. I really don't. And then the next story was a kid orders like sea monkeys and stuff, and then the sea monkeys are put into salt water and they come into this, gigantic tentacle monster. Um, there's a section there where the dog is in danger of being eaten by the sea monster, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna pause it right here and take a break and go to sleep. And then I woke up the next day, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna continue. And if it sounds like the dog is going to die, I'm just gonna fast forward through that part because I cannot stand hearing a dog die in this book. The dog does not die, which is good. But yeah, and then the last story was interesting, and then the conclusion. So the Haunted Mansion book is volume 1 and volume 2 pushed together. So volume 1 is the story of those 4 kids, and then it ends in a conclusion of like, these stories are actually the stories of actually how we actually died, and since we're dead, let's just go ahead and have fun around the mansion. And like, I don't know the conclusion of the story. Like the last couple of paragraphs or the last couple of pages of the story are just like, these kids are really accepting of death. This is really weird. So it was very interesting, just like the side of that. And then volume 2 sounds like it's going to be related to Madame Leota. And a guy named William Gaines is trying to get in communication with his sister who died 8 years ago. And he meets a librarian and follows him to a crypt, because that's not creepy at all. And the librarian has books in his crypts and starts reading them off to him. Starts reading a story to him. So we're in one of the stories that the librarian is telling him before he can meet Madame Leota. So this story so far is, I wouldn't say it's more interesting than the kids' ones, but it definitely seems like it's not as fragmented. Although right now we're listening to a story told by the librarian about these 2 girls at a carnival show type thing. So like it's not bad, it's just interesting. So, but I want to get that audiobook done today, specifically because I made a challenge for myself to finish my summer reading list. And I only had 3 things left for my bingo. One of them was the physical nonfiction book, which I finished. That was the Fish Wheels book. One of them was just read like a graphic novel, which I did already, clearly. I've read so many graphic novels from August until the end of September. And then the last one is finish a paused book. And so I grabbed this one. There was 2 other books that I could grab that were paused, and one I would have to read with my eyeballs, and I didn't really feel like I was in the mood for that book specifically. And then the other one, I don't remember what it was, but this one, the Haunted Mansion one, I'm like, this isn't too bad. It's only like, I only have 8 hours left and I can probably power through it. And if I'm really bored, I can go ahead and go through it. Like, the humor is actually pretty good. I remember liking the sense of humor. So there's that. So, and then the last week of October going into the first week of November, I have my anime convention that I'm going to. So, but other than that, I'm pretty free for most of the month. So what I want to do is I want to get through Genshin stuff here and there. I want to maybe get caught up on Star Rail. I mean, I do like the story, but I really want to get through Harvestella. I feel like the plot of Harvestella will be a good, fun thing to get through. And then I'm trying to think if I want to detour and play Fragile Dreams or Epic Mickey or something, or just like grab one of my games off my list. I know that I want to play Tales of Symphonia, but like, do I want to play it as soon as I finish Harvestella? It kind of depends on like how much longer it's going to take to finish Harvestella. So we're going to have to find that out together, I think, guys. But I realized that last night I wanted to stream, and I told you guys I was going to stream on Monday, and it's just, I don't know what it is. I just don't have energy on Monday to stream. It's been that consistently for a couple of months now, and I'm sick of trying to force myself. The good news is going into September is I only have I have like 4 movies to read, a couple of manga, and then like 1 or 2 novels to read, and that's it. I don't really have a whole lot lined up for October. I got a lot of the bulk done in September. Um, and so I feel like I could just sort of like relax. Really should I should plan in advance. Whenever I go to the library and I go to the manga section and I come back with like 6 mangas, I should read them like that night or like the next couple of days and not have them just sit around my house for like 2 weeks. I think that is definitely something that I need to learn for myself. Um, yeah. So it's just, it's just one of those things. But as I said before, one of the things I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a better balance of what I want to do versus what I need to do. And a lot of this is what I want. And so I want to do a lot of things. And so it's just trying to balance that stuff out. For my bullet journal, I do need I need to make at least the October setup page for the bullet journal, and then I should do. I think I'll do that tomorrow or the day after. Is I need to go through and grab a list of all the covers that I need to print, so I can print a whole bunch of them off at once onto my sticker paper stuff. And I started making a list, and then my list just kind of fell by the wayside. So, and I'm noticing that like I don't super enjoy. So I in my regular bullet journal day to day, I'm keeping track of the things that I'm reading and playing video games and movies and stuff like that. So I have in the moment, like before I do something else and before I forget, I have in my moment reactions to them. And then I take that and I transcribe it into the actual long-term book. And I'm thinking I might stop recording them in the bullet journal, in the day-to-day journal, and just only transcribe them in the actual long-term journal. Just so like I'm not recording them in 2 places, because I'm finding that I'm really disliking having to repeat myself, having to take the time to repeat all that stuff over, and I don't like that.
What? How many does that make in the last?
Oh, I should put my glasses on.
What are the Lightkeepers playing at?
So this cutscene clearly is following up a cutscene that I accidentally saw. So I was going around and finding the flowers that Flynn wants to level up with on Sunday, and when I got to the cemetery in the northern area, there was a cutscene with Flynn's talking about reigniting the lighthouse and stuff. So I don't know why there's a cutscene here, because that scene was involving the lighthouse. So I don't know why there's one right here.
Can't be helped. There are only a handful stationed on our side in the first place, and the cannon hasn't been fixed yet either. They've been strained to breaking point for a while now.
I'm bugging out if this goes on.
But Flynn's made it sound like all the Lightkeepers are dead except for him.
Hey now,
this could be our big break. My second eldest brother made his fortune off wild hunt attacks, you know. Come on.
Left for us to scavenge.
Hey,
Should have told him that those are dangerous thoughts. Guess you're right. Paimon will have you.
Was that the last area that we were at in the story, Star Stand Shoal? I don't remember.
Hey, look! Aino and Anefa are here in Nasha Town. Oh. Dying to know something, aren't? What? Anyway,
I don't know. I don't care. I was just here to talk to frickin' Catherine. Stupid game. But that is interesting that the cutscene, which was voiced with Flynn's, maybe isn't part of Act 2? I don't know. So because I'm taking my medicine for my ear infection, and I'm glad that I know this as an adult, and I don't know if I would have known this as a kid per se, but amoxicillin is really hard on your gut bacteria, in case you didn't know. Okay, so we need to do boss opponent, and then I need to cook and forge, don't I? Yes, I do. And so, thankfully, because I knew this in advance, I went ahead and I grabbed yogurt. So I've been giving myself like a couple of spoonfuls of yogurt during the day whenever I think about it. And then I went out and I got, I'm such an old lady, I got Ovaltine. Because Ovaltine, for those of you who don't know, it's an old person's chocolate powder. It has vitamins in it, and it doesn't taste bad. It just tastes like it has vitamins in it. It's got that powdery, kind of like chalk, flavorless kind of texture to it. So I'm not in love with it. Let's put it that way. I'm not in love with it at all. But it has vitamins and stuff. So between all the vitamins that I'm adding to my system with the Ovaltine, which I started doing yesterday, and then the yogurt from a couple of days before to now, yeah. Sorry if I hit the mic just now with my cup. My mic is like, it's on my headset, and the headset's around my neck, and so the mic is below but in front of my head, if that makes sense. I don't want to talk to you. I want to craft something. Why is crafting not your first option? Rude. Okay. So you make that. Let me go make food. I got a chair yesterday. I wanted to make my living room, I don't want to say like a more cozy area, because that's not quite accurate. I wanted to make it so that if I wanted to sit in my, so if I wanted to sit in my living room, I could, at the window. And so I measured the space in centimeters, as one does. And I took my ruler, which has centimeters on it, with me to the store. And so I went to 3 different stores, and I checked Amazon. So the chair that I found on Amazon is an adjustable height desk chair, but it's like 27 inches wide. It's massive. And the space that I had was 50 centimeters, which is about 19 inches. So 27 inches versus 19 is a massive difference. There's just, you can't work with that difference between the two. And so I went ahead and was like, okay, well, let me take a look. So Costco had a fantastic comfy looking chair, which is actually probably kind of like what the one on Amazon is ripping off, because there's no way the one on Amazon that I found for like $60 is a legit thing. There's just no way. Yeah. Let me make 8 of those. Because the Costco one was like extra wide, and it was like 70 centimeters or something. It was really wide. It was considered an extra wide, and apparently the one on Amazon was also considered extra wide. But both of them don't have bolsters to hold your butt in place, and they don't have armrests either. And so I checked Ross, and Ross had one that had a kind of weird looking back, but it didn't have bolsters and it didn't have armrests. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And it's not adjustable in height, but it sits really low. And it was exactly 50 centimeters. So I asked Ross staff, can you hold this for me while I go double check measurements? And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. And so I went over to TJ Maxx and I double checked there because I had gone there first because TJ Maxx was closer to Costco. And talk to me. And the are they all done? They're all done. And the what are words? Good gracious. And the ones at TJ Maxx were 57 centimeters instead of 50, and so they were 4 more bosses. They were wider, and I didn't like that. But it didn't seem so bad. But I was like, okay, I don't. One of them has bolsters. I'm not sure if they're gonna fit. There were a couple that I didn't mind, but they were like bar stool height, like not quite the height of bar stools, but they were taller and they weren't adjustable. And then they had a couple that were considered desk chairs that were adjustable height. And even on their lowest setting, because I've tried futzing with it in the store, even on the lowest setting of the adjustable height, it was still too high. Like my toes were not touching the ground, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get a seat for $100 that does not sit where I want. Like TJ Maxx's chairs were not cheap; they were expensive in terms of pricing, which is just fine. Fine, whatever. So yeah, I wasn't gung ho about that. So I ended up going back to Ross because the chair that I found adequate at exactly 50 centimeters and was an adequate height for what I wanted for how I sit was $90, and I'm like, it's a lot of money. The one on Amazon though was $60, and I'm like, but it's too wide, and I can't double check its adjustment height ability because like just maybe it's like the ones here in TJ Maxx that say that they're adjustable, and I try to adjust them lower and they won't adjust any lower. Like I hate how there's it's car seats are like this. Kitchens are like this. Like everything is like, oh yeah, we have these adjustable height things, but they don't adjust down for someone who is petite size. It's like we assume the smallest person is going to be 5'6", and the distance between their knees and their ankles is going to be like 26 inches or something ridiculous. And I'm like, this is stupid. So I went ahead and I spent $90 and got this chair, and it felt comfortable in the store. It has wheels, so it wheels around really easily. I just wheeled it out to my car. It was light enough that I could pick it up without issue. It's beige. It has a kind of weird back where it's got like 6 horizontal lumpy doos instead of a flat back, so that's interesting design choice. But it's exactly 50 centimeters, and I'm like, there's no way in the world I'm gonna find another exactly 50 centimeter wide chair, because clearly they're not made, because all the other ones at TJ Maxx were like 57 to 60 centimeters wide. And like, I understand that cars are being made wider because Americans are so fat now. I get it. But for a person who is petite, who's sizing hasn't really changed too much in the last 20 years. I don't need this random stuff that's just like too big for me. I'm sick of pants being too big. I'm sick of all this stuff just being too big. So annoying. So, but I got the chair, and I blitzed through. I had like, I think it was 6 manga or 4 manga or something left to do. One of them was really long. No, 2 of them was really long. So Colette Decides to Die is the omnibus of volumes 1 and 2. And so I was reading 2 volumes instead of just 1 over the course of a sitting. So that one took a while naturally, but I did make sure that I took breaks in between. And then Josie, the Fish, and the Tiger is also an omnibus, but it's listed as being like volumes 1 and 2 together at like 453 pages or something like that. So Josie, the Tiger, and the Fish apparently has a novel version and a movie, it seems like, and I was like, that's interesting. And then a Boys Love manga that I was looking at, and I didn't find this out from the internet, I just like read the contents of the book. There was a note in the back that says, oh yeah, there's a novel version. Apparently this is based on like a hit movie or whatever. I'm like, what movie? I live under a rock. What are you talking about? So I was very confused by that. I want to do Spiral Abyss. That ends in 15 days. Let's at least check it. Did I not do it last time? It says my deepest ones for last time was 9-3. Did I not do it last time? I could have sworn I had. Yeah, I didn't. Cannot. What does that say? I'm trying. Shut up. Cannot disband the default 4 parties. Well, that's stupid! I should be able to have custom team in here. That's actually stupid. Okay. That's correct. Nope. Stop. Go to the next team. There we go. Why is it offering Charlotte and Kachina, who are not wearing anything, as like the top choice? They literally aren't wearing any gear. That's actually stupid. And it's not even offering Kanich. That's so dumb. Okay. I want to have Kanich. Where's Wesley? Wesley. Toma goes with Kanich. And then... was it Layla or Diana? Diana. I think. Because Toma can't heal. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't let me pick my own group. That's really weird. No one cares about attack percent.
Go! You're free now!
Oh, robots. Okay.
Silence!
I don't think I did the Spiral Abyss last month. If it's saying that my depth was only 9.3 stars. I got really busy doing other stuff though, so like that doesn't really surprise me per se. Is it just you? Yeah, it's just you by yourself. Come here, coward. Oh, because it's level 9. Huh, no wonder it's easy. That's funny. Oh, you know what? I bet I was going to do it, and then I got really busy. I bet that is what had happened. Because I was going to do it, and then I got busy.
Bow your head.
bet that's what happened.
A more, please.
Which, by the way, I would like to comment that I am having a fantastic time reading all these mangas and stuff. I think I've read like 20 books this whole month. A lot of them are manga, but like I've read a fair bit of manga that I don't think I would have picked up naturally on my own anyways. Like the Josie the Tiger and the Fish I picked up strictly because the cover looked neat. It was one of those ones at the library that was staying out with its cover able to be viewed. And I'm like, oh, that looks kind of cool.
Supporting fire.
So like that was it.
Let's begin. Stay cool. Face your guilt.
Why am I doing such shit damage to you? Why are you teleporting? That's interesting.
Locked on. My mistake. Claim these souls.
Submit your souls in
Interesting. Okay. But yeah, I definitely feel interested by the fact that I've read so much. One thing that I want to do
You're free now.
is I want to record a video, so I'm not live streaming it, but I want to record a video that has... I can't show the books because I don't have them physically because they're library books and I've already returned them. But I can go ahead and show like all the other, like the notes and stuff that I've done. And I wouldn't mind showing like what I've done for my my reading journal and stuff so far. I think that would be a fun thing. So.
Let's begin. Have a safe trip.
So I don't know if I want to do this, but I wouldn't mind. I've been thinking about this. I'm going to do my setup for my September journal. And I don't know quite if I want to do if I want to stream that. That's one thing that I've been wondering is like, do I want to stream that? Or what I could do is I could just, what is with all these?
Supporting fire. Don't get too close. I got him cornered.
Interesting that it was telling me to grab ice characters
A more, please.
and electric characters when it's being Dendro out at me, because you would think that Dendro would want fire as its opponent. Interesting. Just to record the process of like putting the pen to the page, as it were, right? I don't know if that's super interesting to people. I know that for bullet journalists, there's some people where they like that long form content, and then there's some where they don't. My problem is that I haven't done it before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for, kind of thing.
bow before your king.
So yeah.
Acquired.
The dead would bleed.
I must be in English, so I just heard a howl's laughter.
Way now. Fire it up. Tot. Cut.
um. Yeah, Oh, samurais. That's an interesting. I haven't seen you guys in a while. I don't think I did Spiral Abyss last month.
As one with wind and
No, I want an Auron. Not you, Kazuha.
I got you covered.
Pew pew.
Locked on. Shadow of the past, mind to command. Don't get too close.
Ah! That was interesting. You mine? Get out of my face. Friggin' rude. Aha, sucks to be you. Where's the other one?
Here's backup. Fire it up. A moment, please.
I shouldn't have two Unga Bungas, but I like having the free ability to swap between Dendro and Ice. Cryo. I only need an Elemental Burst restores their HP. That's interesting.
Bow your head. Be sanctified.
Wind strike. Be free.
Silence.
Ah! So obnoxious, I bet.
Don't get too
Oh,
close.
hello, Technos. I wasn't expecting to see you guys. That's an interesting choice here, isn't it?
Have a safe trip.
Fire it up.
I do like that Wesley can kind of self-heal himself. That's a fun thing. Hello? Hey. I see you. Come here. I can see you. Come here. Oh my god, come here.
Please. Check this out. I got him cornered.
What the frig? That was annoying. Okay, you want to be like that? Fine.
Submit your souls in sacrifice. Look at you.
Fire it up. I got you covered.
Forever hold your peace.
Stay cool and face your guilt. Going east.
So these guys I don't super mind in terms of their design, but I'm definitely not a fan of the ones with the machine guns on them. And I was thinking about last night, why does the machine guns one bother me, where the ones from Conria robots don't bother me? And it's because with its Conria technology, it's kind of like it's a given that they're gonna have special technology of some sort. And so to me that seems fine. Because like we know Conria has like fancy technology and stuff. But like I also wonder if the game is doing something where like,
Let's begin.
how do I put it? They're doing something where they're doing like what Final Fantasy 14 did, where we were going to go underneath the guys at Gridania, and then they introduced, whenever Yoshi P came in to blow up the world, he introduced the Alligans, and the Alligans were not part of 1.0's storyline. So to me, I found that really interesting. Of like, that's That difference between the two is kind of like what it feels like right now. It's like we're gonna have that sort of
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
feeling, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but it does in my mind. So. Why can I see my battle pass here? That's interesting.
Have a safe trip.
That's an interesting thing.
fire it up. Claim these souls.
I thought I grabbed the thing for this floor that said I would be able to elemental burst heals me to 100%. Was that just for that floor?
Supporting fire. Check this out. Huh. Locked on.
Can you please like wheel around? Thank you.
Shake it.
Hello.
You covered.
Oh, glory!
Target acquired.
Are there two of you? Yes, there's two of you. I love when it's ruin guards because they're not super weak to anything. They're not super strong in anything either, so I can just like use whatever party I feel like, which feels so nice.
A moment, please. It's going to get a little chilly.
What's the matter? Somebody got you on the ground? Haha, sucks be you. I cannot see my character. I just know that's Wesley because there's blue numbers. That's rude. All right, 11-3 actually wasn't that bad for once. It's interesting. Oops. Hello.
Bow your head.
Clouds high. The birds farewell.
Silence.
Oh, hello.
Shine.
That's annoying.
Wind strider.
Where is he?
Tell me what you see.
Oh, I don't. I kind of remember this. This is like you have to find the correct hat. You need the hat that has the expression on it.
Bow your head.
Which I don't know which one it is. Is it this one? It was this one. Is it not this one anymore? Where's the one that has its face on it? Yeah, it's this one.
Time to say hello.
The tides beckon.
Stupid cactus. Tubus was commenting that might be another regular, and I'm just like, oh, don't do me that. Don't tell me that. I don't want to know that.
Shadow of the past, mind to command. I got him cornered.
Okay, I'm glad that I had Nuvula on the other side because these guys are stupid. They're water slimes, basically. They're mutated hydro slimes, and so they will just
A moment, please. Have a safe trip.
hate when there's two of them too. We had this another time ago. Was it in summer when we had the two of these idiots together?
A rock. Can't
I remember
have
this.
Huh.
You? Thank you. Oh, for friggin' hell.
Check this out.
On the rocks. Pew, pew.
Target acquired.
Yay. Why is he here?
Don't get too close.
On the rocks.
Friggin' hate this guy. You want to talk about like pain that I get whenever I'm playing the game? It's this moron. Detach, Kaniche. because he has such bullshit attached to him. Come on.
Stay cool. Face your guilt.
Because I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't have the stuff to hit him in the face with. Can you please switch? Thank you. And I don't.
Got him cornered.
I tried Dendro, I try Electro, I try all the things, and like it never seems to work. I don't seem to be able to like kill him effectively. Just a 59 with Keat, so that's good. No, don't!
Turn back.
He killed Kanich. Shit. Why am I back here?
Tell me what you see.
Why am I back on this idiot? I don't need to be back on her. Get her out of my face.
Wind strategy.
I literally don't need her. What the hell? Why am I on her?
Be sanctified.
Can you land on the ground so I can hit you in the face, please? Thank you.
Where are you?
Fallen leaves. Adorn my.
This one.
Farewell.
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled.
What's the matter? Someone figure you out? Sucks to be you, doesn't it? Stupid cactus. Okay.
Don't get too close.
The other thing I hate about these things is you can't freeze them.
It's gonna get a little chilly. Let's begin.
Can't handle your drink? Huh, I'm a rock.
I also dislike that they're basically doing like, here's Spiral Abyss stuff. So here's characters that you need to have in order to be any good at Spiral Abyss. Don't have them? Oh, too bad. Sucks to be you. Kind of bullshit. And like, I hate that. I hate that kind of logic. And gotcha games got a gotcha game. Put it that way.
For the Lord of the Night. Here's backup. Fire it up. Locked on.
You. Wesley, thank you.
Target acquired. Check this out.
A moment, please. Have a safe trip.
Where'd he go? Come here.
Look at you, Boomtown.
Fire it up.
I basically need to have an ice person here, which is stupid.
Supporting fire. Locked on.
I am tempted to get an Effa. Be honest about that. Nope, Wesley. Thank you.
I'm a rock.
I got him cornered.
I can't pause. Sir.
Pew pew.
Let's begin.
Turn around, Wesley. Turn around, Wesley.
Diana special. I'm a
Shadow of the past. Mind to command. Target acquired.
pew pew.
Nope, switch to Toma. Thank you.
It's gonna get a little chilly.
I hate this guy so much, guys. He's so... The amount of clicking that I have to do to smack his face in is just
Think you can bully me?
irritating.
Don't get too close. I got you covered.
Can you stop? Stop that. Go away.
Look at you, Boozehound. I'm a rock.
Was that 84,000? It was. That's nice.
Instead of going big,
Wesley,
go.
please.
Fire it up. I got him cornered. Supporting fire.
Shaken and stirred. Let's go.
Check this out. Locked on.
Think you can bully me?
Get out of here.
I'm having your dream. Huh.
Drop your thing. Thank you.
Targeting.
Okay. Wesley is dead. That's really annoying.
Go. You're free now. He's free.
Let my name echo in song.
See, it says that it restores it to 100% HP, but then it didn't. Confused.
The tides beckon.
Time to say hello.
Can you not?
There's a terror.
Clouds high. The birds call.
I don't know what he hit me with for a debuff.
Let the worlds collide.
Let the mighty be humble.
Because usually you die faster, and I don't see whatever this debuff is. Can you hold still?
Wind strike.
Strike a pose.
Farewell. Tell me what you see.
Like a pupa form? Something?
Wind strike.
It's like a rabbit. Okay. And we're only on 12 too. Okay.
Shaken and stirred.
Don't get too
That's
close.
annoying.
I got him cornered.
6? Okay.
I got you covered. Locked on.
Wonder if Tubus is awake. She is! I was just thinking, I wonder if Deer will help Kaniche. Because if so, I could pull for Deer. Because I really doubt Nefer is going to be
Look at you, Boozehound.
a support.
Claim these souls.
Come on.
Supporting fire.
Miss your souls in sacrifice. Forever hold your peace.
I'm not going to win this. It's fine if I don't. I'll give it another try. My arm's starting to hurt too.
Check this
So.
out. I got him cornered.
Partially because you have to hit the trigger buttons, and that's really annoying. Because it's not just hitting the X button and then whatever, it's hitting other crap too.
Fire it up. I got you covered.
Can't handle your drink.
Locked on.
You die already? Good friggin' lord. Oh, okay.
Bow before your
These guys are annoying.
I'm
I like that Kanisha's making big numbers. That's nice to see. Did you just interrupt her? How dare you?
Here's backup. Check this.
Pew pew! Diana special! On the rock!
Target acquired.
I feel it funny that I'm still using Diana as like my main healer for my Spiral Abyss. I'm pretty sure I have up at her healers, but like, don't know. Should get Baiju at some point, I honestly think. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We have a Pyro and a Dendro summon. No, that's Geo.
Pew pew!
I got you covered. Yeah. Yeah.
I know what I'm looking at, don't worry.
Yeah! On the rock!
Come on, come on, switch, switch,
Can't
switch.
handle your
Thank you.
drink. Yeah!
Target acquired.
Not done yet.
Should probably use Yao Yao. Couldn't think of it.
Think fast. Huh, I'm here.
Come here.
Stop it.
I don't care about your summon, I care about you. If I hit you in the face, that's what I want. There we go. Now we're on to Idiot.
Lord of the night.
She has shields though, there is that. There is that. She has shields. She does healing and shielding.
Check this out.
Think you can bully me?
I got him cornered.
Okay. He can prepare a message to us really quick. Okay. So Deer, I think, just went away as I'm here in Spiral Abyss, which is fine. I think she poofed midway, which is fine. I don't mind. What is that? Is that I don't recognize you. What are you? Electro something?
The tides beckon.
Oh, okay. That's not what I was expecting to see here.
One with wind and cloud. Never
Wow.
again.
That's... hold on. Let's restart that.
Time to shine.
This looks like a Fatui.
Wind strider.
Like a female electric Fatui with a chainsaw.
Clouds high. The birds call. Be free.
Move out of that. Whatever that is. Okay.
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled!
And then open fire. Ah, I got an Achivo. I don't know what for.
Time to say hello.
Let my name echo in song.
I don't want to know what the other half looks like. We just put that out there. I don't want to know. So, okay. I was thinking in FF for Nuvolette, so Nuvolette party is him, Kazuha, and Arena. Kanich is him plus Toma, Diana, Yao Yao healer?
Here's how I allocate my energy on a job. 70% goes to investigating.
Emil
10% to
buffs
making a final
burn,
decision,
reduce damage, deer
and the
turns bloom
remainder
into lunar
for
bloom, which
execution.
requires hydrodendro older. Nilo works because of her cores, both are dendro. I assume Nefer is... Okay. Alright, let's see what 12-3 second half is.
Don't get too close.
Oh,
Special. I'm a rock.
hello.
Got you covered. Locked on.
I was not expecting these guys. For people who do not know, these are the Conria soldiers.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
So that's interesting to see them here.
Oh, glory.
I don't know if we have info about Nefer, so I'm asking Tubis to see if she does know. Oh, do they have shields? I need to break the shield. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a rock. Pew pew.
Check this out. Supporting
Okay,
fire.
there's that, and
Locked
then...
on.
Interesting. Okay. I'm not gonna win this. I can see it already. Kanich is almost dead. I'll also accept my death here.
Don't get too close.
Oh, maybe?
You, booze hound.
Kanich get a heal? Oh, maybe? Maybe?
Target acquired.
Okay. I am hurting them, but I need to kill 6 of them in 8 minutes. And I don't know if I'll be able to, because I don't know what the other 3 are. Wow, why did that go over his head? That's interesting.
Let's go.
Can you switch to Toma, please? Thank you.
I got him cornered.
I do like Kanich's like ice skating, because he avoids so much bullshit with it.
Past, mind to command. Here's backup.
Come on.
Locked on.
So if I want burn, which is what Kanich is doing with Toma, then I need Emil. Emily. Emil? I don't remember. Her.
I'm here.
Whoa, okay.
Can't handle your drink. Huh.
Check this out. Target acquired.
He just did 102. And I don't know if that was because of the ice or what, but like... I knew my Kanich was decently geared, but I didn't know he was this well geared.
I'm a rock.
Okay.
Fire it up.
Maybe I need to be looking into Kanich dupes. $68K. Yeah, he's doing like, I mean, he's not the same sort of damage as New Valette. Like, they're different flavors, but
I got you covered. I got him cornered.
like, I'm gonna die. Like, I don't have Wesley here, so. Named enemies. Okay, no, this is, I'm dead. I'm just dead. I can see it already. I'm just dead.
Fire it up.
Do that. Thank you. Aha, you missed, sucker! Yeah, it's the trio. I'm just gonna be dead here, no matter what. Like, I can't fix this.
Supporting fire.
Come on.
Think you can bully me?
Come on. One of you come over here. You wanna fight? Come over here.
Target acquired.
Come out of the giant ring of ice, stupidity. I'm not gonna win, but I'm gonna at least kind of try. Oh, Kanich is so dead.
Look at you, booze hound. I'm a rock.
I got him cornered.
Oh, yep, dead. Okay. That's stupid, but it's fine.
Check this out.
Where it's just the 3 of them picking on you. It's interesting that they went and took a Inazuma boss, and they're just like, yeah, we're gonna use Inazuma bosses on you guys, because you guys haven't been thinking about them in forever. That's an interesting choice, honestly.
I'm a rock.
Yep. Come here, you. I'm not gonna win, I'm just gonna accept the death.
Don't get too close. I got you covered.
stop making a giant ice field? It's rude. Look how big that ring is. Come here. Over here. Like, it's bigger than Kazuha's wind. Ow, ow, ow. Rude. I'm not gonna win, but I'm interested to try a little bit here and there. Just to see. With the two non-Unga Boongas. Come on, switch over to Tomo, please. Thank you.
Fire it up.
And, like, remember, Deanna's not in good gear. I don't think she's even wearing, like, a 5 set. I think she's wearing, like, random-ass pieces. Just for her HP boost. If I remember correctly. Like, she's just in random stuff.
Pew pew.
I think she's just wearing, like, energy regen stuff. I don't remember what she's wearing, but she's not wearing good stuff. Like, she is a character who I should put good stuff on.
I'm a rock.
But I will say that, you know, 5-6 years into this, the fact that I'm still using Diana goes to show you that she could be a very good character for you to use. And, like, she's not in good gear. I haven't taken the time to, like, really put her in good gear in eons, if ever. Come on, over here. Over here, boys. Come on, you wanna have a party? Come over here. See, was that so hard? I just want to fight you over here. This is better.
Diana special.
We can have a little party, tea party. You and me. Right? I'm just not gonna win. I should just take the loss and just die.
Stop it.
I'm a rock.
Alright, I'm just gonna accept the death. Go ahead and kill me.
Yeah.
Come on. You're taking your time, boys.
Oh, I smell wine.
Ow, ow, ow. Ah. I couldn't save everybody.
We all done? Yeah. Okay. Leave for now. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking with two of us. We're talking about two separate parties for Spiral Abyss, and so abandon challenge, claim rewards. Any rewards here? Nope. That's fine. I don't care. Alrighty, come over here. That. And then Achievos. Arsenal Duck Hunt. Destroy. Arsenal Duck Hunt. Destroy Knuckle Dusters. Ducky. Ward by Downy, not drowning. Cool. Alright, and then let me double check the shop to make sure I got everything for September. I'm pretty sure I did. I did. Okay. Flints is up! Okay, let me go to our event page. Huh. So Yao Yao over Diana. Okay, let's go ahead and do the trial for Flynn's. Because as adorable as he is... Oh, I'm not reading that bullshit. Okay, so he's a spear user. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, he has a 4 string. Okay. His constellation's the lantern. Cute. Okay. Cooldown of skills reduced to 4 seconds. That's a good QOL. Level increases. His attack is just increased by 20% flat out. That's insane. Okay. What was that? Sir, please show me that again. What was that? See, that's the moon. Are we in the Spiral Abyss then? Yeah, this is Spiral Abyss. For those of you who don't know, this is like floor
People ought not be so
12 of the Spiral Abyss.
They are merely
'Cause there are stairs right there. Come on, do your idol.
challenging me endlessly about their past affairs.
Come on. I saw like a dark shadow around him. There it is. Okay. And then he brushes his shoulder off. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Oh, hello. Okay, so elemental. Okay, so his elemental ability pops him into...
Observe.
Wait, is he a stance dancer? Hold on.
Be silent.
So he does... He pops into one stance to do Luna, and then he pops into the other to do a special Luna, then a certain time period, and then he has a burst. Not sure what his burst does.
Observe. Be silent. To dust.
So greater than 70. So Yao Yao is greater than 70% HP. She does damage less than she heals. Excluding C6, where it's also jumbo radishes. Does he turn into a lantern? I was looking away. I was reading Tuvis's comment.
Time to act. Rain cutter.
Okay, we have a Nepha here.
Preparing for dust up. Insulation.
Observe.
Huh.
Be silent.
Animotech. Rain outlines.
Interesting. Okay. Why the hell?
We'll have order.
And leap. Break a leg.
Why is she in this party? Yujin, or whatever, yeah, Yunjin, her thing specifically is that she wants to be the only one. She wants to be in a rainbow party, so you don't want her with Zhongli because she wants to be a rainbow party.
Serve. Here comes the catch.
so that's weird.
Unleash. Break a leg.
Quake! Order guide you.
Things are about to get dicey. Busted. Observe your grand finale.
Come on.
I will have order.
Thank you. Let me check Yao Yao since I'm talking to us about Yao Yao. Let me check her. Events. Yao Yao. Where are you, dearie? There you are. Hey. Yao Yao, thank you. She is... Artifacts are... Rate 40%. Damage is 5%. Charge is 25%. Okay. Okay, I'm just asking too is how those look. Oh, Kaya, my baby, your HP is so low. Okay, so or that's just like old gear. No, because you have, hold on, 20k. So then what's Kaya's? 21k. Yao Yao's is 47. Oh, that reminds me. There's a pattern on Etsy for her little Yugi bunny, and I want to make that because it's so freaking cute. Okay. What element are you wearing right now, sir? You're on Anima right now? Okay. Right. You get her for free. Okay. Da 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 da. I kind of want Flynn's over here. Wait, is Flynn's is domain up? Let me see. No, he doesn't want Moonlight. I could do it anyways, so let's do it anyways. Why is there a mark on my events? What? There's nothing here with a red mark on it. What are you yelling at me for? Oh, that one. The knuckle duster. Oh, okay, because they're boosting that one, because this is what you fight for Flynn.
Meli-
What does Flynn's want? Why is he not listed? That's weird. Wow, it doesn't say what one she wants. That's stupid. Do I still have that tab open on my phone? Let me see. I might. I sorry. I had a weird thing in my throat. I like how my whole goal of stream today so far we have not done. Game lens. I don't care about all that crap. Give me the talent stuff. Vagrancy. That's what he wants. Okay. Is this vagrancy? No, that's Elysium. That's vagrancy. Sorry, 1 second. Divis and I get like when we get really into the weeds about like stats and min-maxing for parties and characters of like who we like, so we can take the characters we like for the parties that we want. We kind of get into the weeds. So we were talking about how like Kazuha isn't really a good benefit for my party, but like Inefa with Nouvelette, Farina, and Kazuha actually might not be that bad of a thing because Nouvelette doesn't work off of reactions. So using Ororon in this grouping doesn't really work. Okay, so there's that taken care of. Okay, let me. How many gems do I have? Out of curiosity. I have a lot of gems. So Tivis and I are talking about how like I'm interested in Flint, I'm interested in Nefer, and then I'm interested in Durin. That's almost 3 characters back to back because Durin will likely appear in Christmas/January, potentially Lunar New Year. Tap once. Okay, so let me. Okay, we're gonna. While I'm talking with Tuas, you and I are gonna derail and do the Mayor Javari quest line that's over here. Oops, that didn't kill him. We are good friends, Papar. Our mothers are good friends too. We promised to build this resort together. How am I supposed to face them with you like this? Your mother gets ticked off, she'll get my mother ticked off, and then I'll be in the firing line. If that happens, you better believe I'm gonna make it your problem as well. So for the sake of our mothers, could you at least answer me and let me know you're listening? Why is he calling Papar? As he gazed upon the vast burning plains, a turbid black tide welled up on the horizon. Black tide. That's the star rail thing. I should tell you how our fathers are faring. That old lady. What old lady? Silence. Hold them off outside. If you get any closer, the next time you'll be seeing our mothers is from the inside of a coffin. Interesting. Oh, because we have Seat Lolly with us. So LA skill, hit for 4 seconds, use LA skill, then Unga. Odd. Papar, he's awake. Oh, so like, is the cactus his friend? So the guy in the white shirt, by the way, is the one whose soul was weird, if I remember correctly. I need to see his name again. See, Eli steps forward and tears away the costume. There's nobody inside. All she's left with is a costume with traces of a lingering warmth. He's hollow? No, there was someone in this costume, but it looks like they slipped away just before we got here. It must have been Enjo. I can sense so see, Lolly put a mark on Enjo so she can sense him when he's nearby. How long has he been playing us? Probably since the very beginning. And Kukli, I think, is the... I don't remember. So it doesn't help that I didn't pay attention super much at the beginning of this quest. Ah, and there's Enjo right there. The guy with the black hair, that's Enjo. She's even more of a nuisance than I am. Aw, it killed Nuvolette! That's rude. A gigantic beast appeared on the western side of Natlan 500 years ago. Bakuwana? Bakunawa. A gigantic beast that appeared on the western side of Natlan 500 years ago, accompanied by other abyssal monsters. Its body was like that of a mountain, and it devoured the tribespeople of Tenochtitlok. An out-of-control creation identified as one of Gold's that once attacked and swallowed part of her body. Lacking in intelligence, its actions are solely devoted to the instinct to devour. It is capable of infinite growth and is functionally immortal. However, unlike Gold's other creations, its immortality does not stem from the power of life, but rather a more transcendent form of abyssal power that may be beyond even our order's understanding. So Gold this doesn't is this talking about Durin? Doesn't sound like Durin. We haven't heard reports of Durin consuming we don't have any paperwork beforehand that says Durin ate a part of Gold's body. $500 years ago would be just around or before the cataclysm with Conria, which Gold was one of the people involved with that. We know she was listed. I'm assuming she was listed as one of the, what was it, 5, 7, or curse or 6, 7 ones that Dainsleif doesn't like, that allowed the Abyss to wreak havoc through Conria. So we do know that Ryandaughtr, by this point we know that Ryandaughtr, Gold, was experimenting with abyssal power. So she created a creature? We don't know what it was. It's just a beast that appeared on the western side of Natlan. So the western side of Natlan would be where we currently are standing / south of where we are at right now, which would be very far from Sumeru. So out in the ocean west of Sumeru. Okay. It attacked her and swallowed part of her body. It only wants to devour. Did she create a version of the all-devouring narwhal? Because it doesn't say that it has legs, and if it's out in the ocean, it would be like narwhal. Did she create an abyssal creature that is related to the all-devouring narwhal? Let me Genshin Wiki Baku Nawa. It sounds like it's related to the Aldebaran narwhal. I did wiki it up and I saw a brief picture of it and it looked like a Vishap, so, but I'm gonna ignore that. Interesting. So it sounds like it's a beast and it's going to continuously grow. So based on this, it sounds like she has seen evidence of the all-devouring narwhal when it was still small, because I believe there was record that Dainsleif mentioned that she saw the all-devouring narwhal when it was smaller. Um, so maybe that's it. Devoured part of her body though, like, so that means if we ever meet Ryan Daughter, she's going to be disfigured, we would hope, in some manner, unless she can rebuild part of her body. Okay, and then what's this one? A map of 4 or 5 coordinates, and then a circle into the cave. Okay. And then this one, report of the Merijavari. No extant records suggest how the Merijavari could have disappeared. It seems that all related information was erased alongside the Sea of Ash itself. Sea of Ash. The only speculation that remains to be made comes from an ancient legend. Thousands of years ago, a troop wandered through the lands. For flutes, they had swords. For harps, they had bows. They performed for guests and also for foes. They once traveled through the desert, and they also set foot in the blazing Merijavari. But mainstream history dictates that the Merijavari only appeared 500 years ago. Assuming the records of this ancient troop in their heyday are accurate, it may suggest that a temporal disruption phenomenon occurred in the Merijavari. Temporal disruption, time. Could the transcendent power of the abyss threaten even the flow of time? Perhaps, because when we were talking with Venti during the event, he said that now this might be a translation thing, but he said that he blew the Merijavari off the timeline. That it was still within the space so you could still access it, but in terms of time, it was flung off of that. How does it... Never mind. I'm just going to ask, how does the god fling something off the timeline? Where are we going? Talking to Seat Lolly? Okay. We found 3 reports, and they're all incredible. About the Bakunawa. So Baku, in Japan language, means ghost. I'm not sure what Nawa means. Hey. Translate. Google.com. Japanese to English. Most common translation for Bakunawa, which is the direct transliteration of the name, refers to a serpent-like dragon from Philippine mythology that is believed to cause eclipses by devouring the moon. So Baku means ghost in Japanese. I'm not sure what Nawa means. The word Bakunawa itself comes from the Visayan language and means bent snake or large snake python. So they're assuming that it's not that, but this is also AI crap, so who knows? Quest thingy for... Okay, I'm gonna try and not be a peanut gallery anymore. Of all the abyssal monsters that attacked Natlan 500 years ago, the Bakunawa was the most terrifying. It was said to have devoured entire villages of tribespeople and could not be killed. Even when it was beheaded or had its body chopped into pieces, the remains would somehow continue to grow, seeking each other out and eventually forming a new, revitalized Bakunawa. What in the... How was it finally defeated then? Through Tenoch's sacrifice, he let Sanhaj perform phlogiston engraving on his body in order to unleash the power of the border spells. Then Tenoch allowed himself to be eaten by the beast. With Tenoch's body as the ritual offering, Sanhaj summoned a miniature night kingdom inside Bakunawa's belly. The clash between the powers of the abyss, the lore of the night, and Tenoch's spirit in Bakunawa's body led to a violent explosion that shattered the monster into innumerable pieces. Yet, even so, some believe it never truly died, and that its rebirth was merely suppressed by the chaotic energies unleashed in the blast. If the right conditions are met, the beast's remains could potentially still grow into a new Bakunawa once more. We found 3 reports, and they're all incredible, okay? Mayor Jabari. Enjo failed to uncover the mystery of the Mayor Jabari's disappearance, which is good news for us, but his hypothesis is a little hard to believe, because he's talking about time. The secret cave. It seems like Enjo memorized our map after he snuck a peek at it. This is a redrawing of it. Judging by the markings, he must have found his destination. Blech. So why didn't he do anything? He just wasted his time out here putting on a show. Given the cunning he's displayed so far, I doubt he did so without purpose. His act must have been necessary for him to break through certain obstacles. Now that we've read all the reports, what should we do next? Let's go take a place look at the marked on the map. Good idea. It looks like we're pretty close. We just have to figure out what the Abyss Order is up to. Let's head out. Sure. Okay, let me go and revive Nubalut. Stupid. I'm not wasting food to revive him. Okay. So I like running around as Kazuha. I like Albedo a lot too, don't get me wrong. Like, they are my favorites. Albedo and Kazuha are definitely my favorite children. Where's the cave entrance? Is it through the waterfall? Ah, it's through the waterfall. That's cool.
Wind Strider.
That's nifty. Okay. Looks like we reached the end. What is this? It looks familiar. No, duh, shit. That is a Mystic Arc's implement for the Masters of the Nightwind, but how did it end up here? Paimon thinks we've seen those around. They can transport us, right? That's correct. Our tribespeople use them to transport themselves to the Chamber of the Weaving or the sacrificial altar of enigmatic land. But this one doesn't lead to either of those places, evidently. Where do you think it goes? The only people who know where it leads are the spellcaster and anyone else who's used it. Unfortunately, it looks like the implement's too old to work. Too old? So old that its spirit has long since dissipated. I doubt that Enjo Brat could have found a way around this either. Is there any way to, replenish the spirit to make it work again? There is a way, but every spellcaster is like a different lock, each needing their own key to open. I'll have to figure out the structure of this implement's lock before we can get it up and running again. Angel is using us to open this. Sorry, I'm talking to it while I'm streaming. You're amazing! Obviously, look up my name in the Nightwind dictionary. You'll find 3 words: the real Shadil. What kind of random ass internet speak is that? Doesn't sound like a real word, because it's not. Okay. Of course it is. It means a shaman who's the real deal. What about the definition of Ororon? A cultist sham? A shaman whose skills you cultivated? No, a shaman who cultivates vegetables. You didn't write this dictionary yourself, did you, see, Lolly? Oh my god, is she related to Fischl? That's enough jokes for now. Just give me a moment to look at... Wait, who goes there? We're followed? Come out with your hands up! Aww. Oh, it's just them Asha. You scared Paimon half to death. I thought it was that awful Enjo. Odd. Why are there Asha following us? Maybe they like us? Pukli told us that Asha are the benevolent souls of the Mare Javari. They're friendly sorts. You mean, how benevolent souls is one of the ways to interpret the word Asha. I've heard that said before, but it doesn't solve the mystery of why they followed us all the way here. Hold on, I think I've got it. Maybe they're just being friendly. They're not just being friendly. What else could it be? Maybe they're after something we are carrying. If they're the benevolent souls of the Mare Javari, it'd make perfect sense for them to be drawn to it. Will you do the honors? So take out St. Haj relics. Oh wow, the Asha are happy. They must have seen Seelai take it out just now, and followed us ever since. A reunion after all of these years. What are they doing? The implement. It's active again. But how? Ah, the Asha were the key we needed for this to work. What is that back there? Why is there like a abyss monster? Why are we not noticing that? We might not know who left this implement behind, but the place it points to must have something to do with the Mare Javari. So the land that we are physically on right now is not the Mare Javari. So it's beneath us? Should we go in and take a look around? Only if you're both ready. We can't wait too long. That brat from the Abyss Order is going to catch up to us sooner or later. Let's go. Shut up, Paimon. Okay. Where in the world are we? I was unaware that such a place exists in Natlan. Paimon can't believe Seeplali doesn't know where we are. My connection to the Wayob's been severed. What does that mean? It means we're probably not in Natlan anymore. Huh? How? We were in the resort just 2 seconds because we teleported, you idiot. Even though I cannot sense the Wayob anymore, I can still sense the Night Kingdom's presence. This doesn't make sense. Let's look around. Better than standing around and gawking. Let's move, but be careful. So she can sense the Night Kingdom, but not the Wayob. Okay. We're in Dragon-ish ruins? Yeah, this looks like Dragon-ish ruins. I mean, sort of. I cloak the enigmatic land and shroud this place. Only the legacy of heroes may awaken. Schulvets. Schulvets. Is that the name for Venti? Okay. Okay, we have a compass rose looking thing that is similar to the wall. I don't know what it's called. It's the thing that's in Natlan's arena that we give our sigils to, but also like the thing that's behind Malvika's statue and Conria symbol. I'm starting to think that this is just a general symbol for Tevat in general. Okay, there's a seat with a spear going inside of it. There's a seat with a hammer and a cudgel and a... Is that a wrench? I don't know what that is. Ah! That's weird. There should be a weapon here, right? There are words carved on the back of the stone. It must belong to Sanhaj. This was Sanhaj's weapon. Where did it go? Could it be the relic? Let's put it there and see if it does anything. Yeah, no, I'm busy. So a spear, a hammer, a cudgel, I guess a wrench or something, and then keyblade. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, actually. Okay, so let's talk to the spear first. To young Burkina. Okay. To the giant Tupac. Oh, are these the names of the previous tribes? Because this is a tribe symbol right here on this chair. To the brave Menelek. To the chief of the mine, Sunjata. Okay. To the great runner, Wanjiru. I don't recognize these names. And then this would be like the throne for Malvika to sit in. Because the 6 tribes each. To the border master, Sanhaj Kompore. His remains are buried here. His remains. Interesting. Okay. Place an arrow rest. Okay. Look, the sea at the center is glowing. Do you want to try sand? Why would I sit on it? You sit on it, Paimon! So we teleport away. Calcine disappeared after he sat on the pedestal. Did he get transported somewhere else? It's too dangerous and I have to follow him. Wait, no way. I'm the only one who knows what's happened. I can't just rush in after them. The Tismitali can't stray too far from me either. If we all get trapped inside, we're dead meat. But I can't just walk away. The Abyss Order rat could show up at any moment. I can't let him threaten Chalcedonian and Paimon. This is bad. I have to find a way to inform Malvika, or at least leave a message that can be passed on to her. Oh my, oh my. I'm sorry to be a bother, but may I ask if this is the Hotel of the Sacred Flame? What a stylish chair it has. Hotel? When it rains, it pours. Hi, Enjo. Oh my, could it be the fearsome Granny Eatsley, the one who's been chasing me everywhere? When did you get into the customer service industry? Abyssal rat, still running that rodent mouth of yours. Is this another one of your schemes? I admit that I can be somewhat loquacious, and I adore a good scheme as much as the next abyssal rat, but this is my first time visiting this luxury establishment. I thought I'd be able to reach the Mare Javari through that woven scroll. Who would have thought it would take me here? I guess this is what people mean when they say it's a small world. Oh my, I must be disturbing you during your shift, Granny Easley. I shall take my leave. See yourself out. My, you really letting a perfectly good customer go? Won't this look bad for your key performance indicators? Granny doesn't have the time to entertain you right now, so please get your sorry hind out of my sight. Of course. course, of course. I don't suppose this has anything to do with Chalcedony's mysterious absence. We're old friends, you know, me and him. I just thought I would say hello, seeing as I'm here. Or perhaps I could draw your attention to his familiar scent left behind on that chair over there. Might I investigate? Wow, scent. Guess I was wrong about you. Rather than a rat, you appear to be Chalcedony's abyssal mutt. Why, I am most offended. Such vitriol. From the mouth of a dear old lady, no less. You mistake me. I'm just so touched that a little lost dog would travel 1,000 miles to reunite with its master. It's enough to move Granny to tears. Well then, eats Papa. Let the mangy dog perform his tricks. Well, you have been taught how to sit, surely, or do you need to treat to coax it out of you? I must admit, as a representative of the Abyss Order, I am slightly perturbed by your sudden change in attitude, Granny. So, not a dog, but a scaredy cat instead? The Abyss Order can't possibly be full of cowards like you. No wonder they're stuck wallowing in mediocrity. Think not of my incompetence as something all my colleagues possess. I am, as you first said, merely a rat subject to the mockeries of others. Being cautious is how a rat survives, no? So, just to be sure that I'm not about to walk into a trap, how about we make a deal, Granny? Papar, the employee who was role-playing a hero, is currently safe. Might I exchange him for safe passage into the Marjavari? As long as I can reach the mayor unhindered, I can guarantee that Papar will return to his friend, and all will be well. What do you think, dear Granny? And what exactly do you want to do in the Marjavari? The elderly should know better than to hover over the shoulders of the youth, prying into all their personal secrets. Such flowery speech, it's a pity I can't be bothered to commit it to memory. However, you do best to remember every word I'm about to say. That seems a little unfair. Isn't it the duty of the grandson to listen to their granny? Keep those ears peeled, lest I peel them off your head. The throne behind me leads to a place none of us know about. If you want to go there, you'd best become as compliant as a docile capybara. No vandalism, no hurting the flora. Find Chalcedony and Paimon and ensure their safety. Understood. I swear on Chalcedony's name to do as you say. You young people are all always so keen on swearing oaths. As an old-timer like me, I prefer a safer approach. I need you to cooperate for a moment. What do you mean by cooperate? Hush, hush, my little ratty grandson. This won't take long. Is Papa, hold him down. I like all the quests that involve Enjo. I'm just really sad and frustrated that everything that involves Enjo's introduction is not shown to us for new players and stuff, because it's just not possible. Okay. Where the heck are we? We just touched that stone thing and whoosh, now we're here. We are deep underground, going off of my knowledge of the structures. So behind me there, that structure stuff is similar to the stuff that is deep beneath where Coco's corpse is. So like a plate, but then we have a dark sky above us. Okay. And then this purple goop right there is abyssal stuff. And then those purple shadows look like abyssal holes. Right, the water is similar to what we saw underground there. I'm not sure what the blue tears are. And then the floating stones are similar to what we see at the base of the abyss. Or sorry, chasm. See, Lolly's nowhere to be seen. This place looks like the Night Kingdom. I mean, sort of, kind of, not really. So it could be that the Night Kingdom is just deep underground, like I have theorized before, that it's a physical place. See, Lolly said she could sense the Night Kingdom's presence just now. Maybe this is why. But why are there traces of the Abyss here? Didn't we get rid of them already? Maybe this isn't Natlan at all. It looks like Natlan, but it's not Natlan. It looks like the Night Kingdom, but there's no Wyeb connection, and the Abyss is still around. Paimon's getting scared. I just thought of something. What? Sanhaj once cast a border spell. Are you talking about the mini Night Kingdom he summoned? Wouldn't that mean the Mare Javari is right in front of us? We won't know unless we look. Then let's be careful. True. It could be that. What's over here? Okay, I can't inspect them. What Whatever they are. Yeah, this is abyssal crap right there. Okay. Now, how do I get you? Wait. Oh. It's a rift. With stars. Okay. Interesting. Ah! I was not expecting monsters down here. That actually scared me. My heart took a boop. Okay. Can I? Okay, I can't go to that one. Where's this gonna? Okay. But I don't want to go that way. I want to go back. Where's the... There's a button that makes your camera turn around, isn't there? Hello. I thought it was R3, but it's not doing it. Go away. Music here is cool. I don't know if you can hear that. The music's cool. Yeah, this looks like the base underneath where Coco's corpse is. Which, if that is part of the Night Kingdom, that raises more questions, doesn't it? These floaty guys, they won't jump out of nowhere, will they?
One with nature.
Yeah, so they're all malicious.
This is
That's rude.
end.
So they're just designed to hurt you. Oh, so you use that to pass them. Okay. And then that is... Okay. Would it be neat if the chasm took us to something like this? Black stars, okay. And then dead plants. Okay. Wooden structures, crates and whatnot. Sword? What sword is that? Is that a Rancor? No, I think it's a Notlon. Because the shield looks like it's Notlonese. Okay, we're not as deep underground now because we don't have the... Yeah, I didn't need to hear that. I don't know if you heard that. There was like a whale roar. Good, Paimon heard it too. I'm not crazy.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Mayor Javari? I turned up the volume so you guys could hear, and I turned it up really loud, so. The plants are interesting. Oh, I have something. Oh, that's not
Time
fun.
to go.
What's happening? Getting hurt by something in the air here.
I still.
How am I supposed to survive this? I don't know what's happening. Are all my characters just gonna die from?
Never again.
They're okay. There's no comment on what this is.
The voices are calling.
What the hell? There's no comment on how to like get through that. There's no camp.
I see the temperate waters of eons past.
Okay. Is it gonna tell me how to get through the Mayor Javari? No, it just had a tip on this rift. Okay. Is there seriously no information on how to get through this? Other than the characters are just like gonna burn to death?
Strike a pose! Don't look at me!
Okay, this is just stupid. And then it starts you back here, like...
When the tide comes in, I shall return.
I don't know if you saw that. On the mini-map, there's a debuff. But it doesn't say how to get through it. So at the mini-map in the upper corner, the upper left, when you're in the Mayor Javari's like red zone, there's like a red thing next to the mini-map. I don't understand. There's no food for that. So, okay, look. See? There's a little marker right there. But it doesn't say how to stop it. Why would it take you to an area and then just keep killing you? Is it a heat shield I need? Doesn't look like, no. Just a debuff.
So
I don't.
many regrets.
Okay, I'm gonna Google it because that doesn't make sense. Game 8. Quest guide. Okay. Head to the hut. Do the time. It just says continue walking forward. It doesn't say how to survive.
I see the value
Corrosive
in my
heat.
own
This
work,
landscape is
but I
described as a
also
sea
see
of
the
scorching
meaning in
lava,
all
a
the
sea of
endeavors
flames,
of the
or
people
a
of
sea of
Fontaine.
ashes. This hostile
I believe
pyro-induced
I will
environment
continue
constantly
to
deals
take
damage to
pride
the
in
player.
fulfilling my duties.
I don't understand. Let me kill this guy again. So okay, I don't mind the hostile environment. I mind that the game has not told me how to deal with said hostile environment. Even that screen doesn't tell me what to do. So that bugs me. You guys heal, don't you?
I present.
Yes, you do. A whole lot. How would you do this without, though? You know? Okay. I only thought of Farina and her healing because a thing in the Wikipedia says to do that. But I don't know if that'll work for traveling. Does it follow me? It does not. Oh, it does. It only does 2. I have to stay within range of it. That's dumb. That's extra dumb. Her hair is so pretty as it floats. Okay, let me see.
Oh, brilliant!
Do you last for the whole 18 seconds? That's a little bit longer than the 18 seconds. Okay. Interesting. Okay. And then we're at half health. We're gonna summon. Okay. Oh dear. It does more damage than I can heal. That's not good.
I still couldn't do it.
That's dumb.
Time to go.
Okay, let me grab. See, they're gonna get full of food. That's the thing.
Time to go.
They're gonna get full of eating everything. See, now he can't eat anymore. That's really annoying to get through that. Chalcedony Paimon! It sounds like Seat Lolly. I've found you at last. Enjo. It's me, Seat Lolly. Is it Lolly? Well, long time no see, Chalcedonian Paimon. I have to admit this isn't what I thought our reunion would look like. He's back to being Enjo again. Hearing the voice of that old hag come out of my youthful mouth is beyond mortifying. Shut up before I make you! You okay, Seat Lolly? I'm fine. My body's back in the main hall, but I used a spell to attach a part of my spirit to this fool's body. This way I can put him to good use. Seat Lolly's amazing. Don't let her fool you. She's not that powerful. I'm only letting her do this because I cut a deal with her. A deal? So you sold your own body. In a partial, temporary, and a limited transaction. One that allows me to ensure your safety and keep him from threatening us. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe, both of you. Here, this is Sunhaj Ritual's sword, the Calamity of Eshu. I borrowed it from the chief before I set off from the Masters of the Nightwind. Since we don't know much about this area you're in, it's probably best to keep it close at hand, just in case. I can't read that font. That's shit. Whoa, so this is what he used to summon the Night Kingdom. What a rare and precious treasure. I don't suppose it'd be a problem if I just touched it for a moment. In your dreams, we're holding on to this. So stingy. Don't you know that I was the one who found the relics used by Sunhaj to open up his passages? I didn't kick up a fuss when they fell neatly into your hands, did I? You could learn a thing or two from someone with my magnanimity, Paimon. Chalcedony, Paimon really wants to give this guy a good slap, but she doesn't want to accidentally end up hitting Seat Lolly. Slap away. It won't hurt me. Well, excuse me, I'm just a clerk. I've never hurt a soul. Is the crime of my wanting to come here and have a look around really deserving of such unjust violence? He's not wrong. Papar wasn't hurt. I checked. But we were tricked. He hurt our feelings. I fully sympathize, Paimon. I do, but as you can see, I now have an old hag bouncing around in my brain. If that isn't punishment enough, then I'm afraid you might as well just kill me. Sounds good to me. To Chalcedony, I thought a hero of your acclaim would say something in my defense, but here you stand, poised to strike me down with a cold blade. Fine, I'll put in a good word for you. That's better. Now we're acting more like a team. Remind Paimon, since when were we ever a team? This is the Mayor Javari. It's not like we have a choice. We've been in the same boat since the very start, and our enemies are the metaphorical sea and its storms. You all saw that scary creature just now, right? Although it was also my first time laying eyes on it, my wealth of wisdom tells me that it was likely the Bakuwana's permutation. If we don't deal with it, it'll eat us. If it eats us, it'll get stronger. If it gets stronger, it'll escape into Natlan and continue eating until there's nothing left. That's the monster Tenok and the 6 heroes of ancient Natlan fought against. They didn't defeat it? Yes, Paimon, we've been through this. You wish. The worst part about the beast is that it has even stronger immortality than the rest of Gold's creations. Its permutation is no simple homunculus or oculi. The power contained within it is something that even Gold and the Abyss Order couldn't harness, a power that can corrupt even the passage of time. Minty also mentioned something about the contamination of time in the marriage of Ari. So this monster is the one behind it? We did encounter our fair share of obstacles on the way here, maybe because people were trying to keep Bakunawa from escaping through the seals. Is that why the marriage of Ari disappeared? Wait, we didn't break the seals by coming here, did we? Let's just assume that we're in a different time from Bakunawa for now. Then how are we gonna get home? Our path is clear, Paimon. If the problem lies in Bakunawa's permeation, then, in the name of the Abyss Order, we must slay the beast. Why are you acting like a good guy all of a sudden? Pick a side and stick to it, will you? Perhaps if you were more well-read, you would understand. The New Tide Anthology states that principles are defined by their flexibility. Flexible principles are, to be in principle, flexible. In any case, the time has come for us to fight. Okay. Am I still getting hurt? I am not. Okay. Let me revive what's-her-face. And then we'll do some healing before we proceed farther. Oh. Shit. Well, now you have to just... Oh, okay. I was wondering if I would have to swap over and do it again. Nope, I don't. And then
The show begins.
pop that for Oron really quick. Okay. Onward we go. Defeat Bakunawa. This guy's way too big. He is the size of a mountain. Animo? Huh.
Not too far now.
He does remind me of Vishap, I must say. I have wrong setting. I want her. There we go. What am I doing? Power of the calamity, something or other. Okay. What am I doing? I'm confused. I'm not sure how this works. I'm pressing the goddamn button. I'm pressing L1 and square. What the frig? Okay.
Settle down.
That. Calzone. What am I doing? This is so Kingdom Hearts. And, like, irritating. Hello? It's basically a bishop. That's interesting. That's neat to see. It's basically a bishop, though. Cryo bishop. I wonder if this will enter into our archive.
Silence.
What am I doing? Will you do something else? Oh my god, I've hit the friggin' button, you stupid game. I hate you.
The show begins.
I hate that. I hate this L1 square bullshit. Make it a button that I can hot fix to whatever the shit I want.
Justice is
I hit
blindsided.
the. Was I too soon? What the frig is this? I hate this game. Shouldn't this do something? Is this just protect me? Is that just all it is? Yeah, I have to do it like really late. That's annoying. I want to run around him. He looks like a bishop, though. Like, he's made. Like, he clearly looks like a made bishop, but he clearly is like bishop. Can I see your tail, sir? Oh, you got a little stubby tail. I'm supposed to just wait for you while you dance? Is that what we're doing? What am I doing? What was that?
When the tide comes in,
I don't understand what
I
the
shall
gameplay
return.
was. I'm pressing the friggin' button! Oh my god, this game sucks. Come on. Do whatever you want to do. Like, work. Just do something here? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? It doesn't tell me. And if it is telling me, its text is too frickin' ass tiny to read. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Hold something? I don't know what I was saying. What was it saying? I didn't read it because it was gone too fast.
Eons past.
Piece of shit. I don't know what the hell it was saying. I'm so confused by this bullshit. If you're gonna give me tool tips, tell me ahead of time what the frig you want me to do. Don't just assume that I can read your tiny ass text that is a whole sentence that appears for all of like 1 second. It takes longer than a second to read. God. Final Fantasy XIV has everything on you, pieces of shit. Use the thing to replace your elemental skill, okay? Now hold it to unlock something. Okay. That was so dumb. I have no words for how stupid that was. That was so dumb. The text is so tiny I can't read it. Did we get rid of it? Woohoo, we are awesome. The biggest bad guy we have ever taken down. Judging by the potency of the energy we just dealt with, that may have been one piece of Bakunawa's body. But even if it's only one of many, I'm sure it will have left something useful behind. Let's see. Stop right there. You heard her, Enjo. Stay put. What's this now? As your companions, naught but arrows in your quiver, fit only to be strong shot and then abandoned. Chalcedony, remind me, who was it that dealt the crucial blow to Bakunawa just now? Is this how you treat the backbone of your team? Backbone? Keep dreaming. What are you after? All that is unknown etches itself into the desires of my soul. The corpse of Bakunawa may be laden with ancient treasures it once devoured. Surely such artifacts would be priceless. Try harder. You've been hunting for clues about the Marajavari since Chalcedony's arrival in Natlan. There's no way your end goal is something so vague. You can't lie your way out of this one, Enjo. What are you hiding? Lie? I'm not lying at all. But since you insist, I will grace you with a story. Many years ago, there existed a kingdom in a broken land. The king was wise and powerful. He loved his people and was beloved by them. Later, when a powerful enemy attacked the kingdom, the king sacrificed his life to save it. Upon his death, his most steadfast follower succeeded him. Yet, evil still lurked in the shadows, its creeping corruption poisoning the new king. Once more, the kingdom was plunged into torment. Civil war broke out across the kingdom, splitting it into factions. The wicked king was slain, and his people were exiled from the land. These exiles split into two different groups. One chose to accept their exile and abandoned their homeland forever. The other group refused to leave until they were allowed to settle down elsewhere, albeit in the most barren and remote part of their nation. They lived in neglect for millennia until darkness returned once more. The kingdom was still divided, and these exiles were the first to raise their weapons. Although they were destitute, not a single one of them retreated or fled. With the same stubborn spirit that bade them never abandon their homeland all those years ago, they fought and died until, at last, only one remained. That was you. It seems like eating too many slimes really can make someone a dullard. Paimon was just guessing. Where'd you get off being so mean? In any case, the man's name was Tenok, and the lost settlement was known as Tenokashigla. Its people were warriors who wielded the power of Anemo. Some people named the place where their bones were buried the Windless Land, while their brothers and sisters, who 500 years before departed from their homeland, headed to the true land of wind. There they were known by another name, the Muratans. However, that's a story for another day. So, the true name of Malvika, the true name of the Pyro Archon was supposed to be Murata, if I remember correctly. And then they retconned it and made it Malvika instead, because it was supposed to be a dude, or maybe a woman, but they were supposed to be named Murata, if I remember correctly, as like a fierce fire warrior. And instead they made it Malvika. So they didn't drop Murata as a name. It's here. So the Marathas went for the land of wind, which would be Mondstadt. Okay? Does this mean you're one of those people? Don't shout so loudly or you'll kill off dear Chalcedony's brain cells. As for your beloved Groundling, she can no longer respond to you. What did you do to her? Nothing of consequence. I merely drove her away. Stories all have a purpose, and I thank you for taking the time to listen to this one, as it has allowed me to familiarize myself with some of Bakunawa's powers. From now on, that old hag shan't be bothering us anymore. You sneaky lying, scheming evil abyssal rat. Oh, shut up. Flexible principles, Paimon. Flexible principles. See, that is where your problem lies. You never listen to what others have to say. So what exactly are you, and what's your objective? Chalcedony. I have seen the glory of Vindagir perish, buried beneath the snow. I have witnessed the sun children dancing in their white night, and beheld the magnificence of Gurubad submerged in the sea of sand. Vindagir. That's the ancient civilization that was atop Dragonspine, that was nuked, We don't know how long ago, but it was nuked before the Valen and Durin had their battle. Because Durin's corpse landed there. Because Vindagir was nuked with the Celestial Spire. That's what we repair. That's really old, if he saw Vindagir. Because Vindagir was there to witness Celestia coming from the outside. I'm not sure what the Sun Children and the White Knight are. But the Gurubad is the ancient thing that was submerged beneath the desert in Sumeru. He is older than Conria, in terms of the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. Unless all this stuff happens just 500 years ago, and that's just the way this timeline works. I have touched the vessels of flesh and blood in the Moshiri ceremonial site, the broken colossi of Remuria, and brushed my fingers across the soiled colors of the murals in the Vukub Kakwix Tower? What's the Vukub? I don't know that one. Where's my phone? I'm not sure what the Moshiri ceremonial site is either. Let me see. Moshiri ceremonial site. The Moshiri ceremonial site is Fog Island. Okay. So he was at Fog Island. Colossi of Remuria. Genshin. That is... Yeah, that's Fontaine's. And Genshin is Vu Kub Kakwix Tower. Oh, that's the one that's in Oknotlan. Okay. No, he's saying that he's gone all across the nations. Because he's gone all the way. I know how Mondstadt's old aristocracy was overthrown, how the people of Liyue began a great migration of the Gyuli assembly, and how the loyalists of the Orobaxi fought against the disciples of Narukami. I even know how the people of the Tenno Chisok perished in battle, and how the Marathons left for a distant land. But none of these places in my memory belong to me. They are like shooting stars, merely flitting across my sky with a spark, then fading away into nothing. Chalcedony, Paimon, I serve the Abyss Order, but the Order is not my home. What about you two? Where is your home? You cannot answer that, or perhaps you do not wish to answer. Very well. I will be heading deeper to continue my investigation. Maybe we shall never see each other again. Why is he investigating all these ancient sites? But know this, Chalcedony. Without the power of Baku Nawa, you will never be able to enter the true Merjavari. Allow me to leave you a final parting gift. What is it? This is the flower that blooms in flames. Until the day that the fires turn me into ashes, you shall see the glowing embers of this flower shining through the dark smoke. You're called Enjo, right? If you find any secrets, remember to come back and tell us, or at least give us your name, your real name. Granny Easley, while I had sworn I had driven you away, me, by the likes of you, Granny just wanted to see if you had any other parlor tricks up your sleeve. So that's how it is. Granny will always be Granny. I apologize for my hubris. If that day does come, I promise I will. And with that, I bid you farewell. You monuments on my journey, until we meet again. If there truly is a homeland I have forgotten, could it be within this realm of smoldering, shattered time? Okay. Interesting. Interesting, indeed. You're back! Are you both alright? We're okay. That's a relief. I couldn't see what Enjo was up to. Unreadable to the very end. Now that I think about it, when Enjo was hiding inside the Tenno Yolotsen, I don't think he was able to enter this place. But he knew you would come and he planned to use you. Naturally, he was certain you would somehow find a way. But he didn't bet on Lale showing up, which threw a wrench into his works. We always knew this guy wasn't like the other Abyss-goons. But Paimon never thought he'd have so many secrets, and asking him for answers only left us with more questions, just like this place. So he's either really old or he's read a lot of books. And it kind of sounds like he's read a lot of books and gone everywhere, because with the Abyss Order power, he's able to go everywhere. So he's been able to go to and see Gurubad. We have not been able to see Gurubad. I'll check with Malvika. I have a feeling she'll know something about this place. I'll let the scouts, I let blah 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 scout the area, and it found a stone tablet behind the temple. It just so happens there were some names written on it. Names? Some of them have been eroded beyond recognition, while others are barely legible. They are the names of the former Pyro Archons. Huh? But I have an inkling this place may have been put together by the Pyro Archons 500 years ago. They must have made it to deal with, or at least temporarily contain, Bakunawa. But the exact methods they used are still a mystery. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you don't tell anyone else about this for now, at least. Can we keep looking around this place? Of course, but you shouldn't stray too deep, especially you, Calzone. You got that. The spirit trace I left on Enjo seems to have been consumed by a strange power. Whatever's wrong with the Mare Javari, we're definitely not equipped to handle it right now. I need some time to look into all this. Of course, if I learn anything useful, you'll be the first to hear about it. Is there anything else you'd like to know? How's the employee who was acting up earlier? Papar, he's fine. Enjo told me that he previously disguised himself as a tourist and adopted the name Hain. He then approached Papar, and the two of them really hit it off. In the end, Enjo fed Papar enough Afpi mead to knock out a dragon. He's probably still snoozing it off in a corner of Tete Island somewhere. Classic Enjo. I should really be heading back home. For the senior citizen like myself, this excursion has been a headache and a half. Thank you, Lale. I didn't ask for anyone's thanks. But, well, if you really want to express your gratitude, remember to come and visit your granny more often, okay? So, okay, they're leaving a setup for the next, they're leaving a setup for another event or something to happen in the game.
Items into your possession.
Maybe another, story thing or something? I don't know. Is that? Aha! The wind just picked up, so if I disappear it's because the internet or the power goes out, but hopefully not.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it
a faint name can still be seen at the bottom. What's the name? Don't just tell me that and then not read the name to me. Most of the description. Kyong Gozi has been gone for over a decade. Great victory. Built this shrine, honor the fallen. Is this a graveyard? Bakunawa's revival. Before the return, must block the Mare Javari. Hold back the... Excuse me? Sorry, I'm texting this to us. Sorry, Tubus is showing me pictures of Duran, and he looks so cute! He looks so cute. Oh my god. Adorable. Okay. Hold back the black tide? The black tide was a fictitious expression of the Honkai created for Ampo, which is a fictitious computer program. This implies that Tevat is part of the computer program of Ampo. Hang on, I have to type this out too as well. I'm thinking of it. Does this mean that Tevat is within the Ampo computer program or in another scepter? If I fail and fall, let those who come after Lohari. Okay. One reads. Nothing. Okay. There's a room on our left and right, so let's see what these are. A wind-worn booklet. A badly damaged, wind-worn booklet with only a few words still legible. Seal the borders, contain the Merjavari, not a task for just one generation. My time runs short, put my thoughts in the sacred flame. Remember, you who follow. Kokhanina. Okay. Okay. So, nothing else of interest in here. Okay. I mean, there's a flag of a nation. It's like, that's interesting, I suppose. Oh, it's a lantern. Okay. And then on this side, probably the other 6 nations. Or sorry, tribes. Yeah, the other tribe of the thing. Elegantly written booklet. More recent booklet containing just a few more elegant and joyful words. Task complete. Now I sing. Isaiah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, now it gives me tooltip shit. Okay, so inscription behind the stone structure. To the everlasting Tenok, his remains are buried here. That's creepy. Touch. Oh! Oh, I can just like, oh, okay, so you don't miss the treasure chest, you're able to just re-enter. That's nice of them. Wonder how far it'll let me go. And the dude's teleported back. That's fun. The grumpy spirits of the dead are back. Lovely. Does this go anywhere? Ooh. I didn't expect it to actually teleport me. Interesting. I didn't expect that I could re-enter the Mare Javari like this. Huh. Oh, I wanted to check. I don't think I can from this menu, actually. Ooh, I can go inside. Okay, so here is our buddy boy, the Bakunawa. Here's his head and his horns. He doesn't look like he has eyeballs. This is his mouth, by the way, and that's his horns. His horns do look dragonish, like if we take a look at Coco or the fire dragon thingy. Interesting. Can I walk around you? Okay. He looks like he's cryo infused, but he said, Enjo said this was just a part of him. So maybe Balkunawa, his body attunes to one of every single piece. So the ice sculptures right there are his front arms. These are his back legs. And then his tummy has like what looks like a Vishap mark. He looks very much like a Vishap. Like if you think what Dragon Daddy looks like, he looks a lot like that. His tail tip though definitely looks like Natlan. Yeah, his tail tip is definitely Natlan dragon tail tip, but could also be like a whale tail too. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. And then Enjo walked off that way. Can I follow to any degree? Oh, I can walk this way. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, poop. Interesting, though. I can go a fair bit. Okay, so you can see a fair bit of what the Mare Javari is. Interesting. Ow. So if I go too far, I re-enter the, if I go too far that way, I re-enter the dangerous heat area. That's interesting that they didn't get rid of the actual, thing. Weather. They didn't get rid of the weather itself. It's just if you get too far to the edges, you interact with the weather pattern. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. Interesting, at the very least. It is 6 p.m. already. Interesting. Where's my... There it is. I wonder if the game's gonna let me come back to this area and this lets me re-enter the Mare Javari. Like, if I exit this domain area, will I be able to come back like you can with Coco? No, that says leave domain, so am I just like... Interesting. Oh, okay, so you enter the domain through the chair. I think you'll be able to walk back to the Mare Javari through this portal way. Specifically because there's those 2 treasure chests right there on the way. Yeah, I think you'll be able to... You can. You'll be able to re-enter the Mare Javari. That's interesting. Interesting. That's a lot like the Natlan Underground where you can go back to that gold thingy. Interesting. wonder if they'll make it so that summer event is going to be Mayor Javari event. Huh. Also, that was not at all, I don't think, the thing that I wanted. That's this way. For the quest line to enter the thingy. Yeah, it was this guy was yelling at me. He yells at me. One second, guys. wrote down the password. You did? Where? I don't know. Is it in the password book? No, you didn't bring the password book out for me to write it down in. Oh no, where is it? What is it? Long story short, I went to Acorn TV on my laptop here and typed in a couple of things until I got the right password, because I had a guess that, like, if I didn't make a password for them, I did a password that I know because I use it on all, like, the random websites for, like, the last 20 years kind of thing. And so I just was like, is it this password? And it was. So I'm still on the phone with them, and I'm just like, okay, it's this exact thing. And they're like, okay. And there's an O and there's a 0, and I'm like, they're not the same thing. One is a letter and one is a number. And they're like, oh. So then I had to explain to them how you move the little, when you're logging on to stuff like via TV, there's the keyboard is floating in front of you, and the letters are outlined by that little light box, and you have to move one at a time with the controller. And they're like, this is long, this is so long. And I'm like, now imagine if we had clicked lost or forgot password, because it would be a lot longer. And they're like, oh no. Oh my God. I totally understand their pain and headache with this, because, like, technology is so dumb. Yes, the AR Heroes' Cup. I don't have, so what is this? Where is this from? I mean, look, okay. I want to go down to this cave because there's a treasure chest down here. I thought that's what this was. AR Heroes Cup. Okay, it looks like you can just find it from a treasure chest. So let me... It says it's... Okay, it's north of where I'm at right now, so let me just... Ah! Okay. It says it's up here. We go this way. It says it's just like this direction in a treasure chest. Okay, sorry. So up there's an Oculus. Whee! And then down here somewhere is a treasure chest for me. Ah, it's these guys right here. Hello.
Let's open with nature fight.
Bow your head.
Let's.
Oh, we turned the volume down for you.
This was new.
I don't make you guys go deaf. Haha, sorry about that.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first.
Oh, you don't even need to fight them in order to pick that thing up. That's interesting. Okay, so then... Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Am I looking at a coin flip? Hello? Why did you not grab onto the friggin' wall, you piece of shit? Rude. Ah! Get off the tree! Get off the tree! Okay. Now this guy, here is your thing. Careful when fighting. I don't care about being careful. What are we talking about? Huh? How does this work? Hello?
Don't fret, partner.
Talk to me. Why is this guy not talking to me? What is going on? Why am I not able to do any of these things?
So, you're here for the IR
Is it
Heroes
you?
Cup too.
Welcome, friend. I'm the organizer. Nice. Get on stage? What stage?
Don't fret, partner.
There's arrows pointing this way. I'm so confused. Is this the stage? I don't understand. I don't understand. This is like... Oh my god, I could have just... Oh, that's so stupid. What is this? I'm so confused. What are they talking about? I don't understand.
You're here for the IR Heroes Cup too.
Why is she not talking to me now? Hello?
Settle down.
What? Okay. Oh, so I've talked to them in order? That's not obvious.
Come on. Show me your courage. Bow your head.
That's interesting. Really weird.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So,
Okay. Oh, I fight both of you together?
Or you'll get singed.
Tonight wind blows. Another riddle.
Owie.
I got it. Cool it down a notch.
So I take two together.
abandoned property belongs.
Bow your head.
What? The kid is a dragon? Oh, he threw it out as a Pokemon. Hello?
The wind knows.
Oh, okay, that's just dumb. He has 3 Pokemon to throw at me? That's rude. Hello? Go away. Very
Let the record show that
interesting.
I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
But I have those 3 treasure chests now, so there's that. What does that put my map completion at now? 76%? Okay. Well, I am more or less satisfied. Oh, cabbages. Hello, guys. Waiting for your friend to wake up. There we go.
Silence! Settle down!
Huh? How? Why is it not? Hold on. Why does this game have friggin' so much archery in it? I don't like archery. Oh my god, destroy it. Oh my god, destroy, for frickin' hell's sake. Oh my god. These pieces are not like the size that they should be. That's so stupid. Sorry, their hitboxes are not the size that they should be. That was dumb.
Like to hide in chests like that.
Yes, I get rage over this stupid bullshit because it is stupid bullshit.
Bow your head.
Hello. Back off.
Let the mighty be
Back off my tockle. Hello?
Silence!
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds.
Hello? Where'd he go? Tockle. Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, my lights are flickering.
bow your head.
Okay. The sounds they make is so cute, guys.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to release.
Now, what percent am I at? 77? Okay. I'm gonna do the rest off stream, I think. Because you guys don't need to watch me do this random nonsense. Where's my dude? Where'd my dude go? Yeah. Let's grab this one over here. Also, remember, these little things, these count. Your percentages. So. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of these off stream because, again, you guys don't need to see that nonsense. And also because the lights are flickering and stuff. I have like 3 hours, I think, of my audiobook left, and I want to get that done tonight, so that'll take me until about 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight anyways, so I want to get through that. But thank you guys for hanging out. I'm so sorry the BRB screen was so long. What can you do when parents are challenged by technology, shall we say? Ah! The hell? Maybe I'm not supposed to do this as this. But yeah, I will see you guys. I'll do this quest, I guess, and then we'll end stream. I'm supposed to, like, not a grabby thing. Okay, it's a jumpy thing.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Not too bad at all. Okay. Sorry. I'm always excited when I see these. Get to add them to my map. I don't know if I have a key for you, actually. I might. Okay, they're alive. I thought that was like a dead fish happen. I'm like, what is going on here? Why are they dead? Alright, map. Do I have a key? I do! Let me in.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first.
Okay.
So, it's legally yours now.
Does that take me to my percent? Oh my god, it does! Awesome, I don't need to worry about this anymore. So I have this 80% is all done. We've gotten the final thing taken care of. That means the next one we have to worry about is 62 days of Isle of Cold Moonlight and Story Act 2 we have to deal with, which has 20 days for that one. So 65 days, that is 20 days. So we have more than enough time between the two of those. So that's totally fine. Okay. Yeah. And then we have this Dodoko thing, which is going to be 12 days. So we'll go ahead and take care of those. I'm going to say this weekend, like Saturday-ish, somewhere in that range, if I don't stream beforehand. What we might do is we might assign Genshin to being like a Tuesday, Saturday stream, maybe, and then like Harvestella will be the rest of the times whenever I choose to stream. We'll see how we feel, how we're going. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for this chaos, energy, and all that stuff. But yeah, I am going to head off and listen to my audiobook and stuff because I'd like to get it done this evening. I am listening to the volume 2 of the Disney's Haunted Mansion book, and so we're dealing with um, that tale involving that stuff. So, yeah. All right. I will see you guys later. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Be sure to get up and stretch your legs and do everything that you need to do to take care of yourself. Bye.